We have a saying, slow as molasses in January. It implies that this thick, dark syrup is harmless, lazy, and slow-moving. But in January 1919, molasses proved it could be deadly fast. A storage tank in Boston burst, sending a wave of syrup 40 feet high, crashing through the streets at 35 miles per hour. It destroyed buildings and claimed 21 lives. It was a bizarre tragedy, involving a substance most of us only know as a baking ingredient. But what is this stuff? Is it natural? Is it man-made? And why was it once so valuable that empires went to war over it? Today, on Simple Things Surprising Histories, we are peeling back the lid on the dark history of molasses. To understand molasses, you have to understand that it is essentially the leftovers of the sugar industry, but the good kind of leftovers. When sugar cane is harvested, it's crushed to extract the juice. That juice is boiled down to evaporate the water. As the water leaves, sugar crystals start to form. Those white crystals are removed to make the table sugar you put in your coffee, but the dark, thick liquid that gets left behind, that is molasses. It contains all the minerals, vitamins, and plant matter that didn't turn into crystal sugar. But not all molasses is the same. It changes based on how many times you boil it. The first boil gives us light molasses. It's sweet and mild, perfect for pancakes. The second boil makes dark molasses. This is thicker, less sweet, and gives gingerbread its signature taste. Then there is the third boil, or Blackstrap Molasses. By this point, almost all the sugar is gone. It is bitter, incredibly thick, and packed with iron and calcium. It's arguably the healthiest part of the plant, yet for a long time, refiners didn't know what to do with it. Today, molasses is cheap, but in the 17th and 18th centuries, this byproduct helped fuel the global economy and the slave trade. You see, while molasses is great for cookies, colonial empires realized it was perfect for something else: rum. Yeast loves the leftover sugars in molasses. When fermented and distilled, that waste product becomes high-proof alcohol. This drove the infamous triangle trade. Molasses was shipped from the Caribbean to New England to be made into rum. That rum was shipped to Africa to purchase enslaved people, and those enslaved people were forced to the Caribbean to harvest the sugar cane that made the molasses. It was a dark cycle, but a lucrative one. In fact, when the British tried to tax this trade with the Molasses Act of 1733, the American colonists were furious. Long before they threw tea into the harbor, they were already fighting over syrup. So if we have pure white sugar today, why do we still keep a jar of molasses in the pantry? The answer is chemistry. Molasses is hygroscopic. That is a fancy way of saying it attracts and holds on to water molecules from the air. When you add molasses to cookies, it locks in moisture, keeping them soft and chewy for days. If you use only white sugar, your cookies turn crispy and hard. Here's a secret that grocery stores might not want you to know. Brown sugar is effectively a fake product. It's just refined white sugar that has had molasses added back into it. If you ever run out of brown sugar while baking, just take a cup of white sugar and mix in a tablespoon of molasses. You've just made your own brown sugar and saved yourself a trip to the store. Molasses is a strange contradiction. It's a waste product that became a staple. It's a substance that destroyed a Boston neighborhood, fueled a revolution, yet it represents the warmth of holiday baking. It is the dark, complex soul behind the simple sweetness of sugar. If you enjoyed this sticky slice of history, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And for more stories about the simple things you see every day, make sure to subscribe to Simple Things Surprising Histories. See you in the next video.